Things are going to be vastly different in 2025 than they were in 2024 for candidates. I've been in recruitment for 15 years and I have seen a lot of change. But in today's video, we're going to be saying goodbye to a few job search trends that died in 2024. Let's go. Okay, first things first. The world of being a candidate is ever changing and ever evolving. And being a recruiter is always changing too. But today I want to talk about a few things that are going to be different moving forward. So first, if you'll indulge me please, have a moment of silence for some trends that are going to be going away. Okay, that's enough. Let's get into the video. Now the first thing that's going away, and some of you are going to love hearing this, is that degrees are going away as a barrier to entry. For so long, it has been absolutely imperative that you get a 4-year degree in order to gain access to many, many jobs in the professional environment or professional jobs, et cetera, et cetera, et cetera. And many of you have probably experienced this, where there's a job that you're interested in, but if you don't have the right degree, the right education, you can't get that job. Well, things have been changing over the last couple of years. And when I was doing my research for this video, and I was looking at things that are going to be different in 2025, almost everyone said skills-based hiring is going to be the new norm. And what that means is they're going to hire people based on the skills they bring to the table as opposed to the education they went and got. Now, you can still have a 4-year degree and also have the skills and get the job. But for many people out there who have been qualified for a job, but they haven't been able to get the job strictly because of a degree, that barrier is starting to dissipate. Now, this is happening for a few reasons. And one of it just comes down to they need more people for certain jobs. You know, it's one thing to have requirements if you have a ton of candidates, but certain niche markets, niche industries, niche positions, they're starting to see that candidate surplus they had go away. And because of that, they can't afford to be selective anymore. So that's caused them to take a look internally and go, okay, well, what can we do to solve this problem? And one of the things that you can do is remove barriers when you have perfectly qualified applicants. So that is the first thing that's going away. The next thing that's going away is the green banner debate on LinkedIn. I don't know if you were on LinkedIn in 2024. I'm in recruitment, I have to be. But one of the things that I saw there that took place almost the entirety of 2024 is people debating whether or not you should put a green banner up if you are someone who is looking for a job. It's just basically letting people know you were open to work, you were looking for a job, and there was this big debate for a while where people said it looks desperate, and there was people coming to defend that going, it's not desperate, people are looking for a job. And for a while, this was a big deal. But I think as we round out 2024 and we move into 2025, one thing has become crystal clear. That just doesn't matter. At the end of the day, whether you have that or not, I don't think it benefits you. I don't think it hurts you. I think it was much ado about nothing. We spent a ton of time debating it. It is not really going to be an issue in 2025. A decade ago, when I was a corporate recruiter, there was times where we used a video interview platform and people were like, I'm not doing it. I'm not willing to do a video interview. I don't want to do it. The ability to say no to that is gone. In 2025, that is going to be so prevalent. And I'm not just talking about video one-on-one with a person, but also video interview platforms like SparkHire, where you have to talk to a camera and there's not another person there. The reality is, a lot of candidates do not like doing these things. But as more and more companies adopt these practices, there will be less options for candidates who would prefer to opt out of this process. You know, it's one thing if you have 10 opportunities in front of you and 2 of them are doing a video platform thing you would rather not do. But if 8 of them are doing it, it's a lot harder to say no when 80% of the opportunities out there do have some sort of video interview step in which you have to take part in video interviews. So whether you like it or not, going into 2025, it is going to become much harder to avoid this. Doing everything by yourself is going away. When you look at the job market in 2024, one of the biggest evolutions I saw is the emergence of AI tools for applicants. There are so many tools out there where you can sign up with an AI platform and that platform will look for jobs for you, customize your resume for you, apply to those jobs for you, create cover letters for you. If you are a candidate out there now and you are looking for a new job and you are not doing that, just know that your competition is likely doing that. And you are at a massive disadvantage because the time it takes you to customize your resume for one job, other candidates have AI and they're doing it for like 4, 5, 6, 7 jobs at one time. If you're looking for a great tool to use that, link below in the description. I actually link to an AI platform I personally tested and loved. Remote jobs. So remote jobs will still be here to some, in some capacity in 2025. But what I have continued to see over the last 18 months is companies slowly clawing back that control. And whether or not it serves the business or not, there's people who sit on both sides of the fence pretty firmly. I've worked remote, hybrid for the last 8.5 years. I go into the office 1 day a week and it's optional. But that is something that is going away. So many companies are bringing their people back. And there's companies who in 2024, they said, okay, we're hybrid. But in 2025, we're already seeing some of the announcements where they're saying, no, we're no longer hybrid. It's 5 days in the office. And they're letting go of some of their hybrid or remote workers. So for those people out there who, maybe 2-3 years ago were able to go online, look at a bunch of different remote jobs and apply to a bunch of different fully remote jobs, that is changing in 2025. Those opportunities will be far more scarce and there'll be much more applicants applying to those few jobs because those people out there who want to be fully remote, well, instead of a ton of opportunities, they only have a few. So the competition for those remote jobs is going to be absolutely insane. Meanwhile, if you're a candidate and you can't afford to wait around for a fully remote job, well, you're probably going to have to take a job where you're going to be in person, whether that's hybrid or full-time. That's just a reality in 2025. Let me ask you, are you looking for a new job right now? Like you, right there, watching, sitting on your couch, watching me this second. Or are you like, I'm not really sure? One of the things you should evaluate if you're considering looking for a new job is, what do I think of my current boss? And do I have a toxic boss? If you need help figuring that out, you should watch this video. I made this video and it's 9 signs that you're working for a toxic boss. So take this, watch this video, it's kind of like a quiz, and see how many of these boxes your boss ticks. I'll see you over there.